How's it going, everybody? I didn't even test how loud this was. How is everybody today? Who do we have so far? We got Jacarius, what's up? We got Sandy, we got Angel Blue, we got Leopardus, and we got Nathan. How's it going, everybody? Hello, hello, everyone. Good to see y'all. Hope your weeks have all been well. Tired? Yeah, me too. I have no excuse. I had the day off today. I was working on some music stuff though. Joss and Cam need Spinelli. Yeah, they really do. I mean, like, everyone knows it's Esme, but you know that Esme is going to somehow frame Trina for it. Hey Jake, you said not Ryan having an offspring. We gotta talk about that before we react to stuff today. We need to talk about how that scene went down. Because I don't know if they meant to play it this way or not, but to me, when Esme was calling Ryan daddy, I did not get father-daughter vibe in the parental, biological kind of way. I saw a girl with like a daddy kink and like a man who's just rolling with it. Like I'm not even 100% sure that Ryan Chamberlain is actually her dad or her daddy. You know? Leopardus, you said you're watching the train wreck storyline every night. It's a great story. I loved that story. That was kind of the story that like got me watching GH full time a little bit. I mean, yeah, there was like the Laura stuff, you know, the Luke and Laura stuff in 2006, but before that, the train wreck is when I started watching every day. Luke and Laura stuff in 2006 is what made me fall in love with the show. I'm gonna be upset if they believe Trina did it. They better not believe that Trina did it. I feel like Jocelyn and Cam and Spencer should know Trina well enough. I mean, they're already saying, like, Spencer's already saying that, you know, Trina would never do something like that. Jake, you said no because that's what I figured at first. And the way he was, like, holding her face. Ugh. Gross. I hope not Daddy Zaddy Dilf. I mean, you know, I get the daddy kink, but like Ryan and Esme, oh. You still think Esme is Kevin's daughter? Interesting. I mean, my thing is, wasn't the story that Ryan, between like when he died in the 90s and like when he reappeared, has been in an asylum the whole time? Because like, when did he frig someone? This girl is like 18 years old. Jakari, so you're gonna miss Sydney. Yeah, me too. I'm so crushed, but I do wish her all the best. Sydney was great as Trina, and I hope the other girl brings it. I think Tabiana Ali is her name. I hope she brings it. I hope they don't have Esme sleep with Nicholas. Doesn't this seem like Nell 2.0? Because Nell had to pretend to sleep with Sunny, and I feel like I don't think Nicholas is going to cheat on Ava with Esme, and the only way that it'll look like that happens is if she drugs him, and I bet that she will. Before Sydney, Trina was Asian. Yeah, she was. Yeah, I do remember Asian Trina. We last seen her, I think, during the earthquake story, right? Because she went with the transgender classmate to the like impromptu prom, right? That's what I remember. Yeah, Trina was a whole different color. Remember how Alex messed with Anna's memories? Yeah. Well, that wasn't... Was that fully Alex, or was that Alex and Anna becoming someone else's experiment, and that was the one, like, memory that they put into her? Angel Blue. Yeah, there was an Asian Trina. There really was. For, like, a brief moment in time. We always heard about Trina, and then they showed her a couple times on the show, and she was an Asian girl. Like they pulled a One Life to Live on us when Blair was Asian, and when she came back she was blonde. Yeah, it's not even the first time GH has done that either though. Like there was like way back in like I think 2008. It was during the writer's strike. They gave a storyline to Rick, and he met this girl like when he was on like a journey to find himself, and she was white, and then like when the regular writers came back, they made her like Mexican so that they could do a whole like illegal storyline for her. Like, you know, so left field. Blair used to be Asian too. Yeah, I heard about that. But honestly, I can't hate it. Sydney Michaela is crazy talented as Trina. I'm glad we got, like, you know, Black Trina, because then we wouldn't have had, like, we probably wouldn't have had her being Taggart's daughter either, right? The original Trina was a bad girl, though. I don't really remember much of, like, what stories they gave her. Because she was kind of seen as, like, the extra. Damn, on a scale of Vaseline and baby oil, how slick do they think they are? When was Rick Lansing with a Mexican... Like a brief moment in time, Angel. Like, it was a story that the... what do they call them? The ghostwriters? Whatever... The temporary writers that stepped in when GH's, or when all writers were on a writer's strike, they gave Rick the story where he met a random girl and, like, she was being abused. But then, as soon as the regular writers came back, they recasted her, made her, like, you know, Mexican, and then, like, ushered her out in no time flat and just dropped the story. Like, it had to have gone on maybe 2 months. Maybe 2 months. Yeah, like GH was. I mean, during the writer's strike that year, they actually were telling some pretty decent stories. Like we got, what did we get during that time? We got the hospital bomber, which was like Sam's friend. Came in. His wife was pregnant. She didn't have insurance, and so he strapped a fake bomb to himself and like threatened to blow up the hospital. And it was like this mini sweep story in like January or something. It was like maybe like a week, 2 weeks long, probably. But it was really fun and entertaining. We also got like Monica and alcoholism during that time. We had the text message killer story kind of come to climax. I don't know if Diego would have been the text message killer if the writers weren't on strike. I feel like they would have gone full throttle with Cooper Barrett. Blind was Jason and Drew, Kevin and Ryan, Alex and Anna. They were patients 1 through 6. Yeah, they were. I remember my aunt said she will fall out of her chair if Sonny ever got with a black woman. Young Nicholas slept with Catherine in 97 or 98. Wait, why are we talking about Nicholas and Catherine? Oh yeah, and Claudia. Yeah, Claudia debuted during that time too. Although that, no, I think Sarah Brown came on just before the strike happened. So like they already planned on bringing Sarah Brown back as Claudia at that time. But the way the story was written was definitely like, you know, mostly the writer's strike writers, who I think it was Garen Wolfe. I'm pretty sure Garen Wolfe was writing at the time. Wasn't she a black Latina woman? I think so. I realized that Sonny would call women's out of their name. The actor played Diego said they asked him back to be the killer. But did Guza ask him back, or did like Garen Wolfe ask him back? Because for a while they were like, if you ever paid like close attention to like the guy in the mask, dude was definitely a white guy. Like for a little bit. It almost and maybe it could have been, seemed like they were gonna have maybe Logan be the killer. Or maybe they had the guy that played Logan in the mask, but who knows? That story was all over the place. Like, the problem with that story as well is that half of it took place before the writer's strike, and then the rest of it took place right in the middle of it. So, you know, they had, like, I think Letitia, Carly's nanny, was the first killed. And then Emily. And then Georgie, Alexis was attacked, Maxie was attacked. Is Taggart Latino too? I don't know. I knew Sarah Brown was Carly Jacarius. I did know at that time. Because it was such a big deal that, like, Sarah was coming back as a different character and not Carly, and like, what's gonna happen when she meets Carly? Which I liked how they played out those scenes. Laura Wright said that she looked familiar, and Sarah was like, I get that a lot. I mentioned Catherine because they have put a young person with an older. Yeah, but they've done that a lot. I mean, are we forgetting Ava and Morgan, y'all? Like, 18-year-old Morgan and versus like 40-something-year-old Ava at the time. 2008 GH was something, yeah, when SJB returned. Text message killer, Kate getting shot, Laura returns, yeah. A lot of Lulu's mental breakdown took place in 2008 too. Julie acted her ass off in that story, by the way. For those who haven't seen it, man, that's another story like I'd love to watch with you guys, is like Lulu and Johnny on the run and her breakdown. I don't know when, but maybe if Julie ever decides to come back to the show, which I doubt at this point, but if she ever does, we could binge watch like some of Julie's best work. Leopardess, you said, I think Jill asked him back. Well, yeah, I guess that's possible because Jill was the one, you know, she was the executive producer. Ignacio talked about it in an interview with Stephen Brad on the podcast. Oh, okay, I didn't see that one. I'll have to watch that sometime. Claudia and Carly actually, yeah, they got along in that scene. Yeah, they each didn't like Kate. Then Sonny and the mob happened. That ruined that budding friendship. Well, I think Claudia had already slept with Sonny before she even met Carly. But Carly didn't know that when she met Claudia, so... oh well. Yeah, well, we're gonna get into the non-wedding in a couple minutes here, but before we do, maybe they want a dirty old man than a cougar this time. I mean, maybe. Oh lordy. But before we do get into it, what did y'all think of GH so far this week? I mean, obviously we're gonna talk about it on Sunday, but we got Victor being duped by a bunch of morons. Sam, Drew, Dante, Maxie, and Britt. I can't believe he fell for that. Jacarius. I miss Tamara on GH. Tamara Brown was a great actress. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Kim, but Tamara is such a great actress that, like, I just enjoyed watching her work. You know what I mean? Just the way that she acts. There's certain actors, no matter who they play, or you know, that can just take material and just make you in awe of what they do with it. I think that's probably GH's best weapon, because the writing is always garbage, but like they are lucky enough to have like some of the best actors on daytime, probably more so, in my opinion at least, than most other soaps. The reason why I could never get into other soaps is because, quite honestly, I found the acting in a lot of them like really bad for a lot of the actors. And isn't Sam out of parole? I think Sam's parole is over now. Pretty sure. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, like GH has some great actors, and that I think is why they managed to get by even with like bulks of like really bad story and like writing. Leopardess, you said, I liked what they are doing to Victor. I'm tired of the Carly show. Yeah, me too. Those poor kids, Joss and Cam, it's really easy to send something to the whole class, by the way. Then you can AirPlay anything from your phone to the smart TV. Yeah, y'all, I was asking, like, all the youngins on Sunday, I was like, listen, I know, I'm not horrible with technology. Obviously, somehow I managed to live stream, like, on here. I got, like, an iPhone 7, okay? Like, I'm not ridiculously far behind, but I'm also not chasing, like, you know, the latest technology either. They need to give Sam a better story. Man, they need to wake Kelly Monaco up. Like I'll look back at like her work from, you know, just the early days, whether it's like 2006, 2007, 8, 9. And man, Kelly just seemed so alive. And it's not like her like scene partners have changed all that much, You know, like, just the writing for her got significantly worse, and I feel like she knows it, and she's just, like, phoning it in. Because we know Kelly can act. We've seen her in amazing stories. We know. But I feel like she just lost the fire for it. Like, make her break up with boring Dante. Why does Sunny need to buy another house, live in the penthouse? They just rebuilt that set. I think the only reason why that they brought that up, Angel, is because Lucy probably is aware that Sunny and Carly are breaking up, but she probably isn't aware that he has the penthouse. And so Jax is probably not aware that he has the penthouse either. So Jax is probably like, oh, he's gonna try to go after my house. That is my guess. I don't think that Sunny was actually looking for a house and they were just assuming he might be. Dante still ain't getting no story. How's my iPhone holding up? My 7 is giving me hell. My 7's okay, but every now and then, especially if the battery gets like a little bit lower, like if I'm watching something on my phone or like, you know, just using it a lot for like different apps and stuff, that thing burns like to the point where like I will literally stick it in a freezer for a couple minutes just to like cool it down. Jakari, she said, what's the point in bringing him back? You know, I don't know, because it seemed weird to me that the show brought Dante back only to kill Lulu off. Or, like, put her in a coma. Like, it almost seemed like that came left field. Probably for Emmy Ryland and also for Dustin and Dev. Like, I feel like somewhere behind the scenes, the budget must have got severely cut. And so they were like, let's just axe the deadweight. And so, you know, Lulu, Dev, and Dustin just got the axe. Angel, you said, I didn't think Portia and Curtis could afford Jax's house. I also think it's too soon for them to be moving in together and buying a house. I mean, it's hard to tell. Like, I feel like, I mean, Portia's a doctor, right? So she should get paid a lot of money. But also, I mean, that house don't look like no $1 million house. My basement looks bigger than Jax's house. I wonder when the Trina secret will come out. Yeah, like, Jordan doesn't seem to remember. You know, like, there wasn't any inkling of that, because obviously Trina and Jordan shared some scenes this week so far, but GH and their damn budget, damn it. It's all ABC's fault. I mean, I feel like no network is really investing in soaps, which is sad, because when you look at like the budget in the 80s and how they were able to go on location shoots like out of the country, and same with the 90s, and then even looking at what sets looked like in like 2006, 2007 to what they look like now, it's so sad. So sad. So budgets are sad. And it's crazy because then you look at like the UK and how their soap operas have like big budgets, okay? Like they're always on location. The sets are big. It looks like, you know, primetime shows. I thought they were going to make Dev the new crazy Diego. Yeah, it kind of seemed that way. Surprised they killed him, but probably for the better because he was going down a dark path. I mean, I would have been interested to see where they were going to go with Dev. I feel like Dev had potential as a character, but I guess the show was like, nah. And they can't get rid of half the people on their cast. Yeah, true. The soap opera genre is dying. Yeah, it's sad but true. I'm glad GH is still around, but yeah, it is a dying breed. Will they even show the daytime Emmys? Who knows? I don't know. They canceled Neighbors. I think it will be on CBS, Angel Blue. Neighbors, the Australian soap, is getting canceled. I'm not gonna lie, I've not heard of it. I've heard of like EastEnders in the UK. I actually watched like clips of it from time to time. Alright guys, well before we begin again, I know I've said this twice now, but before we begin, as y'all know, I've been kind of making this month like a wedding theme month. However, someone commented, Julie, in a video the other day and reminded me that it's International Women's Month. And although I don't really want to change like the theme for most of this month, I think we didn't really have a game plan for the final week in March. So I think what day is that? Let me see. I think March 30th we should have that be like a kick-ass woman day where we can watch like clips of like the most kick-ass GH women in history. Although we still got to keep it like before 2012, guys. Otherwise, I would put Ava Jerome, like she's pretty badass. But yeah, I think we should like take the March 30th, like the final Wednesday in March, to like really celebrate the women of GH and how like badass some of the women are. Let me know what y'all think of that, by the way. I wish they streamed the soaps. Didn't they try that with All My Children in One Life though, and like it just ended horribly? In Europe they film more on location than in a studio. Yeah, I think that's the culture there. Yeah, no doubt. The daytime Emmys airs on CBS the past year. GH only won for that voting story. Yeah. See, I think GH cheats. Whenever they like submit an episode for like, what is it, the best daytime drama, it's always the one-offs, aren't they? Like it's like the voting story, or like the Christmas Carol, or like what else did they use? I think they used the Luke episode one year too, like Luke's backstory. Sorry, I keep on missing all your conversations. I haven't watched Coronation Street in a while. Yeah, my family kind of watched that for a while too. Jake, you said that's a really good idea. Angel, you said fight scenes. I mean, we could watch some fight scenes. I just, as long as we're celebrating the women of GH in some way, I think it's a really good idea to do that on the 30th. How about some classic whodunit? We're celebrating women. We'll talk. Listen, we'll come up with ideas for April, but we're doing weddings for like the next couple weeks. The 30th we'll do a celebration of GH women, and then we'll decide what we'll do in April. Do Canadian shows film more on location than studio? Is there any Canadian? There's no Canadian soaps. Nah, like Canadian television is essentially American television, but like, like, but on, like there was a point in time where there was a lot more Canadian content in Canada, but now it's very much American shows on Canadian TV. Like we are just getting Canada's Got Talent. All right, we're just getting that. So we'll see how that goes. We had Canadian Idol for a few years, didn't last because it wasn't as good, and honestly, the only person that got famous out of it was a guy who didn't even win, and then he got canceled a couple of years ago. So that's that on that. I will say we had So You Think You Can Dance Canada. So You Think You Can Dance Canada, and you could probably ask like any of the American judges that got to be on that show, was so much better than the American version, like for sure, because Canadian television censored a lot less than America does. So like the dances were a lot more like sexual, and they could be a bit more like raunchy. Yeah, they do film a lot of American shows in Canada. That's true. Yeah, the only Canadian content we have really is like the shows on CBS. Or not CBS, CBC. Latin America has so much soap operas, but they usually last several months. Yeah, they do film a lot of American shows in Canada for sure. They've even shot some here in Edmonton, in my city. Supernatural, the TV show filmed in Canada. Yeah, it's surprising they made Canada look like America. Y'all, fun fact, Disney's The Cheetah Girls was shot in Toronto because it kind of looks like New York. There is... What show... I gotta Google. We just had a show filming during the pandemic that is it's a TV series, maybe an HBO series that is formed from a game. What was it? I want to say The Last of Us, but please don't quote me on that. I'm gonna Google it quickly. Show shot in Edmonton. The Last of Us. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. The Last of Us, they're making a HBO series of that, and they shot right in my city, right downtown. And so there was like streets closed off while they were filming, and they made it look like, you know, The Last of Us, like the apocalypse hit, which, you know, felt like it at times, but like, what's the difference between Canada and America? Culture-wise, less school shootings. People are generally nicer, I would say. Not throwing shade, because, you know, I've been to a few places in America where they treated me like gold. New Orleans, man. I've never felt so like taken care of than when I was in New Orleans. It was Last of Us. Ruth. Hey, Ruth, by the way. Landscape of the United States is different than Canada. We got the Rocky Mountains, but you guys have some of our Rockies over there too. Kind of going into Colorado. We do have like amazing nature, but so do y'all, so... You said, Jeff Carey, you said, I always thought that Canadian was American the entire time. Less school shootings. You know, I'm just being honest. Like, it's sad. And, you know, like, I have brothers and sisters living in the States, so, man. Yeah, I would say overall less gun violence, but it is what it is. Not that we don't have our shit too, though. Our Black Fridays are a little bit less chaotic than America's as well. Oh man, y'all go crazy over there. Like, I work in a mall, so like whenever I see Black Friday happening, like it's very organized. Like, people are lined up. They go into the store like in a calm manner. I see like footage of like Black Friday in America. Y'all are like beating each other up for TVs. It's very like, you know, go in, get your thing, and leave. Angel, you said one of the local high schools where you live, the principal got shot by a student. They sent the kids back to school on Monday. Man, I couldn't do it. Does a Canadian have the same accent as an American? I don't know. I mean, do I sound American? Do I sound like a little bit different? Because I'll tell you, like, so I don't know. When I've gone to Florida to visit my cousins, their neighbor went up to me and was like, "So you're the Canadian, eh? Like, that's your word, eh? Eh?" And just kept on saying it. And I'm like, we really don't say that as much as y'all think we do. Like, man. You do sound American. This is my normal accent. I was from Montreal. You know? Our country is really broken. Man. Well, I think at this point, every country is at this point, right, guys? Like, I don't think anyone anywhere has lived in more, like, a more divided. Not to get all deep here, but like the world is so much more divided now, it seems. Or maybe we were just a bit more blind to it. I don't know. Maybe we were more blind to it when we were younger, but now it's just very apparent. But also, like, in the dawn of social media, you see everything from everybody. So the world is a lot more accessible to everyone now. Yeah, you got a lot of accents in America. There is standard Canadian accent. There is the French Canadian accent. Yeah. And same with us. Like, you know, you go to the east side and there's, you know, like the Newfie accents. You got, like, I'm in the west, but I don't hear too much like country, like southern sounding accents, you know. Do you know any French? Oui, un petit peu. I can speak a little bit of French. I understand more I understand more than I can speak it, because I'm not around it as much, but whenever I get back to Montreal, like, I usually pick up on it pretty easily again. But it's been a few years now because of the pandemic. Last I went back home was 2018. Michelle, you said your great-grandmother was born and raised in Canada. We were related to Alzargula. Ah, interesting. Man, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of urban myths with Canadian accents I find, or like misconceptions that I find Americans think about Canadians. Like, people were like, "You guys say a boot for about," and I'm like, in all my years, I've lived in Montreal, I've lived in Toronto, and I've lived in Edmonton. I have never heard anybody anywhere say a boot. Never. Never. Then there's like the misconception that we're all in like igloos and stuff, and I'm like, I mean, it gets cold, but we have houses, guys. I only want to go to the French Quarter in Canada to practice my French. I want to see the Underground Mall. Oh man, it's great. Man, yeah, I love my home. I love Montreal. I've always kind of gone back and forth debating moving back there and like relearning the language and like, you know, just discovering my roots, but I don't know. I have pretty solid friends here in Edmonton, so that's why I kind of teeter back and forth, because I'd miss everyone here. I've made some really good friendships here that they're like family to me. But on the flip side, I've made some really good friendships in Montreal that I'd really like to, you know, get back to again. I always want to go to Canada. Y'all should, but do it in the summer. Have you watched Being Erica? I have heard of it. I have not. I've maybe watched 1 or 2 episodes, but I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched the whole thing. Because that is a Canadian show. But no. Oh. My dog must have seen a dog. This is what I put up with. This happens when I shoot my show too on Sundays. Michelle said, my great grandmother was French Indian. Oh, nice. But yeah, I only watched a couple episodes. Or not even. I don't even know a full episode. I know that Vanessa Antoine was on it. What are the gas prices there in Canada? They've gone up like crazy here too. They're going up everywhere in the world, guys. I was cracking a joke the other day. I was like, gas prices are getting so expensive that at this rate, it's probably just cheaper to do cocaine and run everywhere. Oh, it's bad. But I know in Alberta they're like getting rid of like a certain tax on the gas. Like if our gas reaches a certain price, and they're taking like 13 cents off the liter, which is like essentially our province's tax on it in the first place. So they'll get rid of it when it reaches a certain point, but it's still gonna be bad. Alright guys, but it's getting late here. We should start watching stuff, right? Oh man, I got friends messaging me being like, trying to help me get more shows for my music, guys, which is very nice. I have really good friends. Gas at $3.79. Okay, it's not that bad over here. Man. Let me see. Let me Google what it is, at least in Edmonton. 135.9. Good lord, y'all's gas prices are crazy. Alright guys, but let's get into it because it's getting late and I don't want to, not watch this Spixie wedding because that's what we're all here for. I mean, yes, we're all here to hang out. I love y'all. But, we got to have some kind of system with the show. So let me turn down our mood music. $6 something in California. Y'all are, jeez. How are you surviving out there, guys? All right. Yeah, mood music is off. Whoop. Pause. Hold. I think I'll be walking from now on since I live in California. It's expensive. I don't doubt it. Well, California is probably expensive in the first place, is it not? All right, we're shrinking me down to size. And we are going to watch the Spixie wedding. Y'all ready? All right. I don't know if y'all are ready, but I am playing it because we got to, so that I'm not streaming too late. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
Jackal has ascertained the location of the opposing forces. They gather as we speak.
I remember this
I'm gonna need
dream
you in the field
sequence.
tonight. Jackal stands ready and eager as always.
I mean, you have come a long way, Spinella. Not only are you a tech genius, you are my best soldier. You're reliable, fearless. I've never seen anything like you in the field.
You're gonna take this bottle and you're gonna lick it. My boobs are closed. Spinelli, I thought that you were gonna start helping me. I said no killing.
Look, could the bombastic one take it down a notch? The Jackal must do what the Jackal must do. Men of danger don't cave in the face of nagging wives.
Nagging wives. You think that I wanted this? I told you over and over and over again that I did not want to get married, but you got on your knees and practically begged me. What happened to all that romantic Fear Maximista stuff?
You heard me bump Angie from the cover and then throw her off the train for all I care. Gee, guess I'm not impressed. Well,
Julie.
of course I can do it. I'm editor-in-chief.
Having the career
Victoria's
Maxie
Mind.
wanted,
Whatever I
Lulu.
say goes. Yeah, well, I've had it with these high-maintenance celebrities. I'm Lulu Spencer. I make my own celebrities. Look, I gotta go. Ciao. I'm sorry. I only have a second. I'm off to the spring collection.
In Paris?
You're silly. I'm gonna be gone for a month or so I wanted to say goodbye to my BFF and all my adorable little godchildren. Oh, you're cute.
I'm so jealous I could scream.
Oh, my empty life? Why? It's just one pointless fashion show or party after another with the same nauseatingly beautiful people and their oh so predictable haute couture. I mean, what you have here is real.
Oh
Today
man.
already?
It breaks my heart having to pick up and drop off Uncle Matt and Shady Brook
It's
every
so
week,
funny.
but
Dream sequence
ever
is
since
3
you lost
kids
his
in,
mind
and
at your
now
wedding,
in
he knew it was
2022
all
she's
you
really
have
3
to
kids
look
in.
forward
I have the right to remain silent. Anything you say cannot be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to remain silent. You have the, no, you don't have the right to remain. I have the right to remain silent. I have the right to remain
People are waiting
silent.
to die.
Spinelli, I really...
I'm sorry, I gotta go. My private
What's up with
jet
Steve's
is
hairstyle now?
waiting.
Lulu,
Probably
can't
age
you
and hair
stay for
gel.
a little bit longer. I mean, it's been so long since I felt relevant. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff.
Oh, dear, I know you are, but we'll have a nice chat when I get back.
Oh, I
But,
remember
you know,
that
if I
scene,
don't
Angel
leave
Blue.
Immediately, I'm gonna be more than fashionably late to Carl's kickoff party, and we can't have that now, can we?
Wait! The Jackal has made a life-altering decision. Jackal? I've been struck by the proverbial bolt from the blue. It is clear to me, so eye-blindingly clear, where my heart and priorities truly lie. First, let me preface by stating without qualification that I wouldn't be the man that I am today without your faith and confidence in me. We have an unbreakable bond.
They still live with
forged in-
Jason. Well, in this
Well, stone.
dream sequence they do,
The Jackal is forever.
because in this dream sequence Spinelli becomes Jason's right hand man.
Through your teachings banished my outer wimp and brought out my inner warrior, but I must follow my heart.
When Jason had surgery and Sam, Monica, Carly, and Liz had their
And
dream
accompany the
sequence.
one
Yeah.
and only original blonde one to Paris, where our destiny will finally be realized.
Our favorite Lulu. Yeah. I love that that's kind of unanimous on the viewership here.
Once we stroll among
We're all
the
Julie
glittering
fans,
glitterati, our love shining
Julie
brighter
was
than
the
any of their
one.
jewels. Our names will be joined forever in the paparazzi firmament, like those that came before us.
Spinelli and Lulu,
Angelina, Bennifer,
the original blonde
Jackal
one.
Blue.
Oh, Jackaloo, I love it.
Excuse me, you insensitive blonde. What about me, your wife?
Your luminosity has long since faded. I'm no longer inspired.
Oh.
Lulu, no, you can't do this to me. You're my best friend.
I'm sorry, Maxie. Maybe you shouldn't have married Spinelli after all.
No, please, this can't be happening to me. This can't be happening to me.
Not only is this the worst day in my daughter's life and I have to be an active participant, but I have to get dressed up for it. Complete with cufflinks. Who invented these stupid things anyway? I mean,
Yeah, when Spinelli had a crush on Lulu.
this is the worst day in Scorpio Jones history.
I
and that's
really
saying
liked
something.
Spinelli's crush on
That's saying
Lulu.
something. And it's gonna get worse.
It was just fun
A
to
lot
watch.
worse.
Well, just try and remember it's not about you.
Of course you'd say that.
Especially when
You know, you're no better for
Dylan
Mom.
and
Spinelli is
Milo
for
were
Maxie.
also
Thank you.
kind of wanting
No, I
Lulu
take
as
that
well at
back.
the same
At least you're a
time.
doctor.
Neurosurgeon.
What is Spinelli?
He did that dream sequence because it was Stevie B's 20th anniversary as Jason. I didn't even know that. That was a reason.
Hand Emma over to a weirdo like that, would you? Huh?
I thought it was just more of the show's
I mean, as
obsession
I
with
was vacating my house
Jason, to be
this
honest.
morning to make room for pre-wedding God knows what. I looked in on Maxie, and there she was, on her bed, fully clothed. I mean, she didn't even make it into her pajamas because that idiot kept her out till 2 in the morning the night before her wedding. All life flashed before my eyes. Age 2, 10, sweet 16.
Spinelli had a
She's
crush on every
barely past
woman.
that.
Not every woman, though.
She's way too young to be
He didn't
married,
have a
Patrick,
crush on
especially to a
Georgie.
dunderhead like
She had a
Spinelli.
crush on him.
You know what? If I get past this day, you can just throw me in Shady Brook, all right? Just lock me up with the rest of the loonies.
And y'all remember Winifred, right? Winifred wanted Spinelli, not the other way around.
Molly, you can't just raid my jewelry case anytime you feel like
At
it's
least
not
Molly's
asking.
ready to go. Any chance you could catch up?
I want my necklace back. But it's perfect with mine. It's mine.
Hey,
Give it.
hey, Chrissy.
And now Molly
What's the
towers
big
over
deal? You can borrow
Christina.
one of mine.
I don't want one of yours.
Really? Why are you being so possessive all of a sudden?
It's because Kiefer gave
Spinelli
it
wanted to
to
take
her.
Sam to the beach and get
Molly.
her
Hey.
little umbrellas and fruit
Hey,
drinks. Yeah,
listen, today is not
yeah,
about
he
you.
did have a crush on
Or
Sam.
you.
What did he used to
This is
call
Maxie
her? I
and Spinelli's
forget.
wedding, please, as a favor to me. They are my friends. I don't want to be late. Can you please get ready?
What about my necklace?
Are you kidding me? Be the bigger person right now. Your sister is right. You should ask permission, okay?
What's the big deal? Come on, Christina wasn't even gonna wear it.
Well, it is a big deal. It has a sentimental value to her. Kiefer gave it to her. Come on. So, how serious are they anyway? Do you like them?
Yeah, Kiefer's beyond awesome.
Oh man, Kiefer.
Awesome enough for your sister?
Definitely. I mean, Kiefer has the potential to be a real Byronic hero.
Yeah, Georgie did get the short end of the stick.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's
Fair
not
Samantha.
exact.
Yeah, but he also
Kiefer's
called
not
her
an
something
outcast. And he isn't
like
hiding in unsafe
before
past that
they
we
were
know of.
friends.
But he is facing a major obstacle in Christina's dad. Since Uncle Sonny is a scary
Some kind of
grandma, so he's
goddess, I can't
capable of
remember.
Pretty much anything.
Right. Do you think that Chrissy loves him? Like, loves?
Well, probably. I mean, why wouldn't she? But not real forever love like Spinelli and Maxie. They're like Cyrano and Roxanne.
Molly was such a
I'm
like
gonna be honest, I
fairy tale love
don't know
kind of
what you're
gal.
talking about.
Okay, look. It's like this. Gorgeous people pick each other, and the plain but genius are left to pine away from afar. But this time, the babe
Yeah,
picked
Georgie
the geek,
didn't deserve to be killed.
and now they get to live happily ever after.
GH always killed the good ones
So,
off.
this is a great day for nerds.
Yeah, the goddess.
This is gonna sound contradictory, but first you need to wake up and then you need to calm down. This coffee might be counterproductive, but we're working with what we've got.
Yeah.
How come you guys let me sleep in so long?
We thought you needed your beauty sleep.
And you don't want to walk down the aisle with bags under your eyes?
Good point. This could be my last chance to get glam.
What do you mean?
I saw it.
What?
My future. In a dream. No. We'll just call it out for the nightmare that it was. You know what was waiting for me in my not-so-distant future? Granny panties and sandals with socks.
Seriously, are you sick?
No. But give me a few years when what I have waiting for me at home is squabbling kids and a mobster for a husband. Happy wedding day!
She'll be fine. Perfect.
How shall I compare
Man,
them
I
to
miss
a
like bubbly Maxie so much.
wretched, ill-favored
I don't think it's the
thing?
show
Who
calm her
says
down.
that? Come on.
I was surprised they went with
From
the
today
review
until
story
the ending
with
of the
Christina. I
world,
was shocked when my mom said Christina's
We
boyfriend was hitting
few,
her.
we happy few, we...
Man, you gotta give props for
brothers.
the writers trusting like a young actress with that story though, and Lexi did a great job with it.
You okay?
No, most assuredly not. I inadvertently deleted my vows. And then my
Ooh,
usually
Michelle's
clear
got the
and
list of
supple mind is in a
nicknames.
dense fog.
Sam the Goddess, the Bodacious One, the Awesome
Maybe
One,
you're
the
worried about
Courageous
more than
Heroine, the Departed One, Fair Samantha, Captain Samantha,
called us,
Gypsy of the Sea, Self-Reliant Sam.
Deleting of my vows was an omen.
Oh man. Where was Felicia? Nowhere as usual. Felicia was off with Frisco somewhere. Alright, on to part 2. Hopefully if it loads.
Call me corny, but I
There we
love
go.
weddings, especially oddball ones.
Oh, then I'm guessing you're in for a treat.
Carjacks and Little Morgan.
So beautiful.
I was a Carjacks fan though, not
Makes
gonna
you want to do
lie.
it all over again.
Really? Say the word.
You would? You'd do it all over again?
Marry you? 1,000 times.
Are you guys gonna kiss?
Yes, we just might.
Ah, yuck.
The abuse storyline was needed because teen girls are being beat up by boyfriends. Yeah, they did tell it, you know.
Carnival.
I'm sure that helped a lot of young girls that were dealing with
Oh, he's
abuse.
driving over on his own.
Yes, in his own car, and his mother is very worried about him.
He's lucky we have this beautiful wedding as a distraction.
Look at this. This was 2009 and Carly is still pregnant with
I'll show you
Jocelyn.
this nest of banana slugs I found on the terrace.
Such a good idea.
No, it's okay. It'll keep him from getting bored. Morgan, do not sneak one of those things home with you, please.
I won't.
Okay.
Really? You want him hanging out with Coleman? You think he's a good influence for a kid
He's
that age?
fine. He's a little rough around the edges, but he's fun. Some of my best memories were hanging out at Jake's.
I miss well-dressed
Mr.
Maxie.
Single
Me
Bitch.
too. Maxie
No.
should still be a fashionista
No, I
at
love
this
my
point.
life.
It's sad that she's
I won't
not.
change anything about it.
On the other hand, you and Jason are more in the tragic star-crossed lovers mode.
Whoa, hold up. No way. Jason and I are just friends.
Shh.
Okay, maybe we're a teeny bit more than friends. Just a little.
Do you want to hear my advice or not?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay. You need to be careful not to Romeo and Juliet. Well, you know, don't do something irrevocable that leads to mutual doom.
Hey, whoa, we are not doomed. And, or star-crossed, whatever that means. So you get that out of your head.
Oh yeah, Carter and Michael.
But you're
Eek.
lovers, right? Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. Keeper! Hi, come in.
Ooh.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Thanks.
I see Kay let you wear her necklace.
I didn't let her wear it. Molly took it without asking.
Well, at least your little sister has good taste. Whoa.
I'm just cringing seeing
Okay, you
Kiefer
look
right
fantastic.
now.
I can't wait to show you off.
I told you.
Was this before
I couldn't go
Sexico?
out
I
with
think
you.
this
I'm
was.
doing a reading at a wedding
I'm pretty
today.
sure this was after. This was after Sexico.
You're gonna make the most beautiful bride.
You already won that
'Cause
title.
this was
and please
September,
don't
I think,
cry,
right?
because
And I
will
think-
too, and I just
Yeah,
finished my makeup.
Sexico happened in
Okay,
the
but-
summer.
I can't make any promises.
Do you think I should have tried to find my mom?
I don't know.
Oh, they brought
What
Felicia
do you
up.
think?
I considered it. I mean, every girl wants her mom around on her wedding day.
Is Felicia coming?
No, I didn't bother. I figured the outcome wouldn't be good either way. I mean, my mom would come and then resentment would just boil over like what happened at Georgie's memorial service and ruin what's supposed to be the happiest day of my life. Or she wouldn't show and resentment would boil over, ruining what's supposed to be the happiest day of my life. Besides, the last thing I need to think today is how people could promise to love you forever and then just turn around and walk away.
Jackal ignored the ominous signs. My beloved Granny cannot attend the nuptials due to a scheduling conflict with her annual bingo pilgrimage to the Kettlesboro, which I fear is just a transparent excuse to avoid the exchange of vows, which she has no faith will be kept.
Spinelli's granny. We never got to like see her beyond like his first
Maxie fears that being married will
time on the
herald end of
show.
something, so I need to assure her that this is not the end, but the beginning of a lifelong journey, one that will be joyful and soulfully fulfilling. That our love in Maximista herself will grow as a vine which crawling one in every way did strangle. My mind is mush.
Hey, you just need to say what's in your heart, Spinelli.
I fear my words will be inadequate.
How did you win Maxie over in the first place?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you because I watched the whole thing. You were yourself. You didn't speak other people's words, even though that would have been a lot easier for me to follow. You didn't pretend to be anybody else.
J-Sam had more passion in 2009. Yeah, that's true. More than any other time.
All you got to do is be honest.
One of Stone Cold's most compelling qualities is that he speaks the truth, however inconvenient or hurtful. So I call upon that attribute now. Do you think we're making the right choice? Or are Maximista and I making the biggest mistake of our lives?
Only you and Maxie can answer that. But just so you know,
I do miss when Spinelli was this quirky too, though.
they don't come any better than you, Spinelli. Maxie's the lucky one here. And I hope she knows it.
You don't think she went out the bathroom window, do you?
Honestly, I thought she'd be a lot more freaked out. She seems calm.
No, she isn't shocked.
Yes, Michelle, I do think it's weird that Cameron and Jocelyn were born
I
several
think she
years
might
apart. I
actually
brought it up
know
on
that.
GH,
Yeah, that's
the
what
General
Nancy
Hospital
wants
after show
everyone
on
to think.
Sunday.
I
I'm
know
like,
this girl
I listed off like
didn't
when
want to, but our fates
they were
jammed
supposed to be
us
born
up,
and what age they
we
are
were
now
joined
and
at
how
the
it
hip,
makes
we
no
lived together,
sense.
We work together. Maxie doesn't take a breath that I don't know about, and I'm worried about Spinelli. If Maxie doesn't go through with this wedding, which there is a good chance that she won't, Spinelli is just gonna shatter in front of everyone and God, and I'm sorry, this is so inappropriate. I'm gloomy by nature.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I always prepare for the worst.
Well, if the worst happens, at least someone is prepared. At least she'll know what to do. I think she should be back by now.
Bathroom window. Hi. Sorry. I'm just... All right. I think I'm ready to put my dress on now. Don't sound too enthusiastic.
Maxie, if you're having second thoughts...
Oh, don't even start. Aren't you guys supposed to have presents for me or something?
Okay. Now that you mention it, something old and borrowed.
Thank you. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I
Look
was
how the
saying
teal
that day, like,
stitches.
technically because they
My
kept
grandmother
Cameron the
told
same
me
age
to
for
carry
so
that
long,
in
he's
the
actually
way.
the age that he's supposed to be right now.
And mine.
But they kept him 7 for so many
Not really
years.
part of the tradition, but it's perfect because you're the bride. It's old in that it's been owned before, but it's new to you. It belonged to none other than Coco Chanel. And then it passed through the hands of our very own Kate Howard. And if you pay it forward, maybe someday some starry-eyed kid who wants to storm the fashion world can say it belonged to the fabulous Maxie Jones Spinelli. Thank you. Not just for the purse, which I'm going to keep forever, but for being my best friend. Wow.
See, when Lulu says it that way, I kind of forgot that, like, if Maxie married Spinelli, her last name would be Spinelli.
Well, you're my best friend, too. I mean, it's like, I love you. Oh, whoa, who's getting carried right now?
We're supposed to gloss over that. We're supposed to gloss over a lot of things. Maxie used to babysit Lulu, okay? And they're the same age now. Or, like, I think Lulu's like a year younger or something.
You know, I always thought traditions were really dumb, but I just realized why they exist. To keep us grounded during moments
Yeah,
of
like
our
I said
life.
during the show, like,
We might be too
Liz
anxious and
is
miss something wonderful.
Rebecca Hurst is a
thank you
fountain of
guys.
youth, and I think they
Keeping me
just
grounded.
opted out of
And I
having
can't
her
believe
have
this is really
older
happening.
children because of
I'm
that.
a bride.
This revolutionary
Oop,
new
we
device
get
can
an
remove
ad,
up to 10
y'all.
times more earwax than
I'll
a
skip
traditional
it.
cotton swab.
Well, can I get you something? Maybe a shot of whiskey? Antidepressant?
Why don't you just shoot me in the head?
Make a call.
Oh, you don't have to. You know, Jason the mob enforcer's best man at my daughter's wedding. I'm sure he'll be packing. How did this happen, Patrick? How did that little bundle of joy who was Maxie end up a grown woman getting married to organized crime?
I wouldn't necessarily
I have to say it, Mac looks hotter now in 2022 than he did in this era. Just throwing it out there.
Oh. Nice of you to make it.
Is my bride waiting for me?
No, you're fine. Guests are still arriving.
Okay.
Max is not here yet.
Well, give me a moment with my future father-in-law.
Oh, don't call me that.
It soon will be so.
I'm in denial.
Well, I just
Damien
wanted to
Spinelli and Maximiliana
convey my
Jones
gratitude to
Spinelli.
the
Yeah.
proud patriarch
Mariah
for
Maximiliana
reluctant
Jones
consent to
Spinelli.
the upcoming nuptials. And I want to assure you that at all times, I will act with Maximista's best interests at heart, even if it hurts.
There is fashion available for all shapes
If you really mean
and
that,
sizes,
Spinelli,
Leopardus.
Call off the wedding.
Clearly, GH can't afford to bring it on to the show anymore.
I'm not offended.
Well, you're a better man than me. See you in there.
You're mad at the way Mac treated Spinelli.
Just remember what I said. Speak from your heart.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine.
But Mac eventually softened to him, you know?
Hey, did you work out with my mom and Jax when you're moving in?
Realistically, I don't think there would be a man ever
Cool.
suited for Maxie
You don't want to?
in
I think your
terms
dad
of
thinks it'd be a
Mac.
better idea if I crashed at his place.
No man would ever be
That's
good
the
enough
next
for
best
Maxie in
thing,
Mac's
right? We still
eyes.
hang out, go to a ball game.
Even Nathan
Teach you
West.
how to whip Sonny at stickball.
I need to do that.
All right, we'll count that one in the win column.
Great.
I really
See ya.
liked this Morgan and Dante and like Morgan and Dante's relationship. And then they barely acknowledged it when Brian Craig started playing
Or
it.
anywhere else for that matter. You never know who's listening.
I'm on your side, remember? The sooner you rid this town of Sonny Corinthos, the better.
Yeah, well, it might not be as easy a job as you think.
Olivia and Johnny. Remember General Hospital bumpers?
When singers and poets rhapsodize about the joining of two souls in miraculous matrimony, they fail to mention the excruciating anxiety. Maximista and I should have just eloped.
Okay, you're gonna be fine. Take a deep breath.
Oh my god, it looks amazing. Are you totally eating like a fan now?
Precisely.
And if I may, you look especially handsome.
Oh, well, yes. You're too kind.
Max is really lucky.
I feel like GH has been letting
I like
like
the brainy
the
ones.
actors dress
So,
themselves
you're good for
lately.
me.
Well, I'm humbled and honored by your support, and I'm very much looking forward to your poetry recitations.
You like this Morgan too,
I
Leopardus?
think maybe you girls should take a seat. Go ahead, be over in a minute.
Bye.
Well, how you holding up?
As well as can be expected, I suppose.
He's a wreck.
No, come on. He's a groom. He's supposed to be stressed. Congratulations.
So, I'm surprised to see you up and around.
Yeah, well, Olivia's been taking good care of me.
Yeah, I bet she has.
Wait, please. Can we please change the subject?
Don't be shy. I'm a big supporter. I think you guys are great together. And I love the whole I don't care what anybody thinks vibe.
Must seem familiar.
Yep.
Well, it's nice to be approved of for once.
Man, there were people arguing that Carly and Olivia weren't friends the other day, and I'm
That's
like,
because Port Charles is filled with a
look.
bunch of judgmental people who have no right to talk. I say rub it in their face.
That works for me.
it wasn't Olivia with a cougar. Yeah, with Johnny. Yeah, see? Johnny was not much older than Dante, so
doing here?
Gorgeous.
Thank you. But what are you doing here?
I'm just getting some air.
No, I mean at this wedding you don't know Spinelli or Maxie and you're still recovering from internal injuries.
Yeah, you caught me. I heard you were going to be the maid of honor, so I finished an invitation just so I could dance with you.
Johnny did love him some older women.
Max sends his regrets and congratulations. He still can't believe a babe like Maxie would marry you. Way to go, Spinelli. Yeah, thanks.
Wow, Milo.
Hello, Maxie's here.
Here? Now?
You were expecting her,
Oh, yeah.
remember?
But if I lay eyes on Max Mace's bridal loveliness before she's standing at the end of the aisle, it'll be the final...
Spinelli, it's okay. She's in the limo. I'm here to make sure the coast is clear.
All right, it's time to do this.
I wish you all the happiness you can stand.
They keep Ava looking sharp, though. Yeah, that's true. Most of the time. She's had some questionable outfits.
Spinelli.
I can't. There's a room full of people.
Okay, look at me. Now remember how you told me about karaoke night? You thought you were going to be so
Weren't you and
scared that
Dante
you'd open
dating
your
at this
mouth and
point?
nothing would come out? Right?
Yeah,
What'd
this
you
is
do?
early days.
How'd you get through that? How'd you make it
This
okay?
is very early days.
I focused on her.
Exactly. This is the same thing. I want you to look at Maxie and just speak the truth.
What if I see a truth in her eyes that I'd rather not know?
Okay. Okay, maybe you don't want surprises, and that's fine because Maxie's right outside. Do you want to talk to her just to be sure?
Oh, it's not necessary. I'm ready to proceed. With my wedding.
Okay, we have to give Spinelli just a few more minutes. How's the bride doing?
Thinking profound thoughts.
Yeah, weddings do that to you, especially your own wedding.
None of this is luck or coincidence.
What do you mean? You mean you and Spinelli?
Georgie was crazy in love with Spinelli. I guarantee if she had lived, she would be the one meeting him at the top of that aisle. You know, when Georgie died, it left such a huge hole in my heart. I thought that I wouldn't ever be happy again. It's like she set Spinelli to fill me up and take my hand and lead me away from that dark place that was eating me alive. He is the absolute best thing that's ever happened to me.
Angel, this is end of September
How
09.
ungrateful and arrogant would I be to reject something like that?
Maxie must be here. That means I have to give my little girl over that incoherent mess. How am I supposed to
Mac,
do that?
man.
Mac, you're gonna do it, okay? Whether you like it or not, Spinelli's the guy that Maxie chose to marry. Now, I know I'm new to the father-daughter stuff, but I already know that Emma's happiness is the most important thing in the world to me, and I know you think the same way.
That'll be like 3 episodes in, Leopardus. I can't.
Where Maxie can't see me, and you're gonna
We're
support
watching
her
just
on
the
the
wedding
biggest day of her
ceremony,
life.
not even like the reception stuff.
Just like you did with Rob.
But technically, we watched most of the reception anyway because all the karaoke's took place in that episode. Or like a lot of them did. But yeah, no J-San foreplay this time around.
Create, manage, and grow your business with Wix.com. Your website.
It's taking Michael so long.
Relax. Just got a message. He's fine.
Holy crap!
Morgan, talk like that.
Mom, Jason's wearing a pink tie.
Holy crap.
Carly, holy crap. Sam. Eyeing it. I still remember when Spinelli asked Jason to wear the pink tie too.
Better get moving before the groom passes out.
Ooh, you're right. He does look a little green. I'm gonna go get Max.
Yeah, Spinelli wrote it. Yeah. But she ended up going with Matt though, didn't she?
I used to worry about you a lot. You're like a little sister to me. But now you found your soulmate, and now I don't have to worry about you. I just have to be proud. I love you. Now go get married.
I used to worry too about Spinelli, that you wouldn't see what a wonderful guy he was and that you would break his heart, but I've never been so happy to be proven wrong.
Spinelli loves me more than anyone ever will. I know that.
It's not too late to change your mind.
Only you would take that from what I just said.
Wow,
Mac.
Mac.
I love Spinelli, and I'm about to marry him.
So, is that our cue?
Yep, we'll be in there in 1 second. Okay.
Look at you. All grown up. About to be married.
Kirsten
When
was
did this
gorgeous
happen?
in this
Where do
wedding
you go?
outfit.
I love you, Mac. Dad.
Yeah, Julie looked really pretty too.
Wow, if it wasn't for you, I don't know. Georgie and I, we would have been lost. Especially me. Because no matter what happened, no matter all the chaos that was going on in my life, I knew I had a safe place to go. Wherever you were.
And now it's time to let you go.
I know that you don't approve.
That doesn't matter. You love him. He makes you happy. That's all I can ask. Ready?
Well,
Pink
I'm
used to be a
ready.
manly color way back in the day. I still wear pink, you know, that's never bothered me.
Here we go.
The longing looks between Jason and Sam, though. Maxie owns that hat. I feel like there's another word besides hat for what that is. I can't think of it, though. This would have been the point where Max should have accepted Spinelli, like, damn. Yeah, nope. Yeah, it's actually a really gorgeous piece on her outfit.
I'm trusting you, Spinelli. You take care of her.
I will.
Aw, Spinelli and Maxie's music. Their little instrumental score, I forgot about this. That's right, Angel. A color is just a color.
Dearly beloved,
Oh, Michelle, Fascinator.
we are gathered here
Okay.
today to join Damian Spinelli and Maxie Jones in holy matrimony. We ask you, O Lord, to give them the wisdom and devotion that they each may be strength to the other. A counselor in troubled times,
The show really had something magic with
Comfort in
Spinelli and
sorrow.
Maxie, though. Like, they
and a
really
companion
did.
in joy. Grant that they may grow in love together
Yeah, the
all the
flowers.
days of their lives.
They're beautiful, too. That with a veil on it, like the 40s. Mm-hmm.
Damian and Maxie have chosen to write their own vows. Let us all bear witness.
How I love you. I struggled today. I'd written vows. No, I'd carefully crafted vows to assuage your reservations. But as fate would have it, they were irretrievably lost, leaving me with nothing but the words in my heart. And that's what I'll depend on now.
Angel, you said, do you think they will ever put Maxie and Spinelli back together again? They're
I don't like other
definitely
people.
showing that Spinelli still has feelings for Maxie. If you've caught certain
never
looks
have
of how he's reacted to Austin, he clearly does have feelings for
But I
Maxie.
became used to the outsider status, and I was really
But-
quite content. I mean, my mind
Unless
is
they do like an
active and
overhaul
fertile.
on Maxi's character,
never
I don't
bored
see
in my own company,
Spinelli and
and
Maxie capturing the same magic
being
that they
alone
had
was to be
here
my lot. Well,
in the
there are worse
present
things in
day.
this life to have to endure. But then there.
But I'd love to see it, honestly. Like, if they can bring Maxie back to someone that we can recognize, you know, like personality-wise, like just to have her like bubbly and like fierce and you know like
And you saw me.
goal-oriented again.
You got me.
I really thought we'd see that when she
To my
was
utter
doing
shock.
Deception, but
Amazement and profound gratitude.
Brad said it was his favorite storyline. I don't doubt that. This is probably really fun for him to play.
And that is the most
Like playing
precious
Spinelli
gift.
in this era would have been so fun. All
And
the
I will
words and like the nicknames
ever
and the way
betray
he
you.
spoke. Spinelli kind of reminded me of Luke a little bit in like
And that is why
how he really loved Maxie and like how
cannot
he
marry
articulated things.
been a greater love than mine for you, Maxine. You transformed my life.
Then why can't you marry me?
I was afraid that some morning you'd awaken and realize your folly. Afraid that perhaps I was unworthy of your love. So in an act of pure selfishness, I proposed marriage, thinking that that would ensure our bliss forever. But I've come to realize that all the marriage vows in the world can't guarantee a life of happiness. This is the wrong time in your life to take on the formal mantle of marriage. So to prove
This was so
my love is deep and true and not bound by society's rules.
Laura was Luke's angel and Maxie was Spinelli's Maximista.
And I ask you, nay, I beg you to not become my wife.
The happiest moment of Max's life.
Check his airways.
Oh my god, is he breathing?
Maxie, calm down. Is he breathing? Check his pulse.
No, he's okay.
Well, what's wrong with him? Is it his heart?
He's okay. Somebody give me some water.
I think it's relief.
I thought you were going to be the one that passed out.
Easy. Tell me I'm not dreaming. She's not marrying that. They're not getting married.
No, you're not dreaming. We're not getting married. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, I'm feeling better by the second.
You sure? Uncle Mac, you sure you're okay?
Oh, never better.
Yo, party of Jakes. Everybody's welcome, okay? What's wrong, guys?
Hold on, I have something that I need to say.
No, don't do this to me.
Come on, Mac. You know I wasn't going to let my couture gown go to waste.
Should I begin again?
No. I have something I would like everyone to hear, especially Spinelli. Spinelli, you say that I've transformed your life, but it really doesn't compare to how you've changed mine. You made me believe in myself. Made me believe I could actually be something. Showed me that I could make someone happy, and in turn that would make me happy. You know me better than anyone, and yet you love me anyway. And you just proved that love in the most beautiful, unselfish way by saying that you won't marry me. I love you more than anything, and I do want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to marry you, just not right now.
Oh, thank you, God.
Mac is such a jerk.
Damian Spinelli, you are and always will be
My essential person.
my essential person.
Mm-hmm.
And by the power vested in me by the state of New York and with the authority of the church, I now pronounce you not husband and wife.
This
you may
is
now
so
kiss the
cute.
woman who is not your bride.
This is, aw, man.
Pay heed to the Soul Man's prior announcement, because although there were no actual nuptials today, a sumptuous reception still awaits all in attendance at Jake's. The non-bride and groom are anxious to see you there, isn't that right, Maximista?
Yes, my non-husband and I are very grateful to have such understanding friends and family.
Onward to Jake's!
Yeah, like I said, we're not watching the reception
No, I know you two didn't.
because we watched a lot of the karaoke performances, and that's what it really was when it came down to it.
Some of the
But
traditions, and I worked really hard on those little birdseed bundles, and by God, sorry, father coats, we're going to use them. Does anyone know where they are? They're right here. Oh, I know. Thank you.
Why do we find birds here?
It's
Get married.
Robin. Do I need to say anything else?
Got it? All right.
And one for you.
yeah, they really did. But he was always Father Coates, though. He
Jason,
was always the same
Take the
same
bundle or I'll
priest.
drag you downtown.
Thank
I didn't realize Bobby was there.
Can we go now?
Yes, you can go.
Okay, everybody, come on. Let's go to Jake's.
Nice. Let's go.
Wow, this looks amazing. Who decorated the car? Certainly not the best man.
Well, Stone Cold's transportation must be the height of discretion. Soda cans and streamers would not be appropriate decor.
I knew that.
However, it looks like Milo really stepped up to the occasion. Allow me to escort my fair maiden into her chariot. I guess I neglected to bring a key.
It's okay, Spinelli. Nothing can ruin my perfect day. I love you so much, and I'm so happy that you know me so well. I mean, even though I don't want to get married right now, I only want to be with you.
Sorry, guys. I planned on having the limo ready to go, but Robin was totally fierce with us on birdseed. Which doesn't make sense if you think about it. We were indoors. I mean, the birds wouldn't be anywhere near us.
It's okay, Milo. We don't care. Now, where were we?
You were confessing your overwhelming love for me.
It's true. You're the most wonderful, smart, sexy man I've ever met.
They were so damn fun,
With
Spixie.
Milo in the front seat, really?
I think it's the least you could do considering you wouldn't marry me.
Okay.
Oh, hey, what took you so long?
The newlyweds wanted to take the scenic routes 3 times.
Yeah, we'll watch them coming in for the reception, but we'll save the rest.
Welcome, everyone. And congratulations to our non-married couple. You guys did yourself proud right here. Come on, guys. Yes.
I can't even think about how I'd feel if you hadn't been in that warehouse with Spinelli the other night.
You most assuredly would have been a non-widow and not even a non-bride.
Don't mention it.
Happy for both of you. I mean it.
Did Miss
Very
Milo
proud to call you
Jacarius?
Maxie, you look absolutely stunning.
Hey guys, picture time.
Oh, yay.
Cheers.
So happy.
Hey, I thought you were in Tokyo.
Look at you. Look, you only get married once, and I wasn't gonna miss it
Oh,
for
Megan
the world.
Ward is Kate.
Well, you didn't. Spinelli and I decided not to get married. He figured out what I couldn't put into words, that I love him with all of my heart, but I'm just not ready to be married. So we decided to be madly in love and have a great party instead.
Maxie, I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
And when you do decide to have a wedding, I am going to make certain that it's perfect.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to be happening.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, honey, you have so much time. You have so much time for a career
and for love. And I want you to listen to me. Just because I couldn't have it all doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Look, you already have better taste in men than I do.
That's not necessarily true.
It was hard on Maxie, but really loved her.
Well, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
You keep making smart choices and you're gonna go far.
Let's get a drink.
Oh, please.
Excuse me, everyone, attention. So now is the time in the evening where the best man and the maid of honor toast the non-bride and the non-groom.
Leopardus, he said Milo in real life is a real estate agent broker in Michigan.
It's you first.
I'll go first.
This was the start of Kate and Coleman this night.
Ooh, Maxie and Spinelli are my closest friends, which is weird considering how Maxie and I started out.
Sworn enemies, those two.
I didn't trust their relationship, but I am the first to admit that I was wrong. Maxie's love for Spinelli is every bit as strong as Spinelli's love for her, and I think they proved that by not getting married tonight. So thank you for showing us what love is. So cheers to Maxie and Spinelli.
Now it's customary for the best man to volunteer a verbal contribution.
Yeah. Good luck with that, Spinelli. Oh man. But yeah, that's the last clip I put. Sorry, what were you saying, Angel Blue? It was nice they brought back Megan Ward for the Julian getting shot at the train station scene. Yeah, that's true. They also brought her back for Ava's like fever dream too. Oh man. So I don't know if you guys remember Spinelli and Maxie's song, but I found a video of the artist performing it to end this reaction with something nice. So let's watch that one together. So you miss Coleman? Yeah, he's presumably still in jail, so...
On the better side of town. Our names on the bell.
It's not copyrighted because it's live, Angel Blue.
Oh, the sound of
Acoustic.
running through the yard.
And like kind of potato quality.
Sound so far. All you got to do to get away is close your eyes and wonder. Close your eyes and wander away. Close your eyes and wander away with me.
Because of that Levi Dunkelman guy, he worked with him to like set up Maxie and Lulu, which made no sense back then, but it was Carlivati's writing as per usual. Writing characters out of character to suit the storyline needs.
Children are grown, they have all gone away. They have children of their own. All you got to do to get away is close your eyes and wonder. Close your eyes and wander away. Close your eyes and wander away with me. Can we just close? Can we just close? Can we just close our eyes? Can Can we just close? Can we just close? Can we just close our eyes? Can we just close? Can we just close? Can we just close our eyes?
You have the OG version of Just You and Me on the playlist. Nice. Also made it your ringtone too. Just You and Me is a great track. It was overplayed back in the day, which is why I'm glad we got the newer versions over the years, but still. Going back and listening to the original is nice too. There we have it. Man. Well, yeah, that's the reaction, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. Turn my mood music back on. Nice song, yeah. I miss when couples had like couple songs. Like every now and then they do, but not that often, or they're not as utilized, so it's hard to notice when a couple gets a song. But yeah, like, trying to think about it, like, what couple currently on the show has a song that's been used multiple times, several times, in their relationship right now at the moment? I don't think any of them do. Who do we got as couples? Mac and Felicia, they don't have a song. Dante and Sam don't have a song. Maxie and Austin certainly don't have a song. Portia and Curtis don't have a song. Curtis and Jordan didn't have a song either. Yeah, none of the modern couples have a song, and it sucks because, like, that was kind of part of the fun of shipping couples, you know what I mean? Like, especially in the 2000s era, like, if you loved Lucky and Liz and you knew the song Where You Are by Reese and Claire, if you loved Maxie and Spinelli, it was Close Your Eyes and Wander. Even Carly and Jax had Patience. I forget the artist's name though. The song is so beautiful. Yeah. Carly and Sonny. They didn't have a song, but when R.C. Cates was doing the background music for the show, they did have an instrumental. It was like, I mean, it was kind of like a sad song, but still. It's like how Sonny and Brenda had their instrumental as well. Carly and Sonny had an instrumental too. J-Sam obviously had Just You and Me. What other couple songs, man? Lulu and Dante, they had a song as well. But I wasn't as invested in that particular song because they used to use it for a lot of other scenes before it got to Lulu and Dante. Robin and Patrick, they had Cloud 9. Yeah. I found an instrumental for Where You Are on a CD. I was going through my old my old stuff, like my old CDs, and yeah, one of the tracks on one of the CDs was the instrumental for Where You Are, and I was like, man, maybe I should cover this someday. It's a beautiful song. Reese and Claire did a lot of songs on the show though, and a lot of her songs are really beautiful. The Brenda Sonny one was actually my favorite. Jake, do you mean the instrumental, or do you mean like Home Again that was used in like 2010? Both songs were great though. Emily had a song with Nick. I can't remember the one with Emily and Nick. I mean, I remember their instrumental. I don't remember them having yeah, I don't remember Emily and Nicholas having like a song though. Yeah, Where You Are was Lucky and Liz. Jason Bell did more songs too, I think. Yeah, he did. Jason and Ree would actually write a lot of songs together too. And then Bob Hartree, I can't remember how it's pronounced, but he did a lot of songs too, like One Goodbye that was used at the Metrocourt hostage crisis. 90s, yeah. 90s song, okay. The Jason and Sam was my favorite. No way, Jacarius, I never would have guessed. What was the name that Jason and the song Jason and Sam danced to at their wedding? I can't remember. I can hear it in my head because I just think of like the montage of how like Franco was watching them during their wedding. It was a nice song though. Man. But yeah, GH had a lot of good music, and back when I was Envy01, I would track down so much of GH's music, man. Like things that no one else could find. I was like the go-to, and then everyone would just like steal the music off of my YouTube and put it on their own. Some of it was hard to find, some of it was really easy to find. But I was the first person to upload Cloud 9 by Robin and Patrick. That song was like a mystery for so many months, maybe even years. At least a couple of years. Good old days. GH had like really good music that wasn't like traditionally known. You have to basically buy the songs to have them in iTunes. Yeah, but back then, well, there was a lot of music that wasn't on iTunes, though. That's the thing. Like, because they weren't on iTunes, you couldn't find them. And that's because GH used a lot of stuff that was, like, in ABC's music library. And I forget what that library was called, but there used to be a website where you could hear all of them, and not just like the normal versions, but like the karaoke versions, if you wanted the acoustic versions, if you wanted like just the string version. Like they had all of it. Didn't they play a song during the monkey virus at the end when Jason thought Sam was gonna die? They played a Sarah McLachlan song. I think it was called Answer. But that was more of a mainstream song because Sarah McLachlan was very popular. Nick and Emily's song was Underneath the Night. Was that their song though? Because that's the song that played when Emily died. But I don't know if that was their song. Because that's the only time I remember that being used for Nicholas and Emily was when Nicholas was suicidal and he held a gun to his chest right after Emily died. And Jason and Liz were on the roof of Windermere. I remember every episode of Night Shift in season 1 ended with a Reese Sinclair song. was the worst GH couple? I mean, there's been lots of bad ones. Let's be real. Sunny and Emily were pretty cringe. Franco and Carly were, like, brutal. Franco with anybody was brutal. But I know Frizz had their fans, but I felt it was just wrong to put Franco with any of his victims. Maxie and Levi Dunkelman was just gross from start to finish. Maxie and Peter, obviously. I don't know, there was, like I said, there was a lot of bad ones, guys. A lot of bad ones over the years. Sunny knew Emily when she was a teenager, which made it mega weird. Yeah. That was his best friend's little sister, yo. Franco and Carly was playing nasty. Like, he put a rapist in your son's path. Yeah, he kidnapped John. Yeah, like, all of it. Like, it just did not make sense. Parking lot, Peter. Man, I mean, Wes Ramsey, you know, like, he's an okay actor, but, like, yeah, he just way overstayed his welcome on the show for sure. He was an okay actor when he wasn't acting extra. Let me revise that. They only put Carly and Franco together because they couldn't have Carly and Todd anymore, but they wanted Laura and Roger's chemistry. Yeah, but see, you know, the thing is, Angel, is that doesn't work with every couple, especially when you have established characters. It doesn't matter. And, you know, you can say that, like, I think, this is my personal taste, I thought Sam and John McBain had chemistry. I didn't think that Sam and Silas had chemistry at all. It's, you know, it comes down to the character as well as the actor. You can't just put two, you know, random characters together because the actors work together at one point and expect it to work. It has to make sense, like, fundamentally as well. I'm surprised they didn't put Peter with Carly. I'm relieved they didn't. Then he would have never left the show. Yeah, Carly really would have never married Franco. It made no sense whatsoever, and, you know, I think in that case the audience screamed well enough and loud enough that they, like, split them apart. Ron Carlivati wasn't thinking anything, Jake. Ron just... GH was like his little playground, and he didn't care if anything made sense or if anything, like, if the fans wanted something. He just cared what he wanted to write, no matter what. And when he got called out on certain things, he just, you know, he would argue with fans on Twitter. Like, you know, when you don't do that as a writer. Like, the fact that, like, Ron Carlivati had the nerve to change the storyline, like, mid-story just because the fans figured it out too quickly and he was bitter about it. I'm talking about the Luke story, the Fluke story. Everyone knew he was Bill Eckert. Even Tony Geary goes on record to say that it was supposed to be Bill Eckert and that Ron Carlivati changed the story because of that reason. Sam and John McBain worked. Yeah. I just hated breaking up. Jason and Sam over something so stupid as Franco. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, in all honesty, yeah, I didn't mind Sam and John. But, you know, like, the Franco factor, that was a bit out of character for Jason to just not be able to accept Sam possibly having a child with Franco out of a rape. But at least that got recanted afterwards, but still. Alright guys, well it's coming up to 11:30 here in my time, and I am getting tired, and I gotta be at work in 12 hours exactly. So I think I will end it here. Angel, you said Ron would write weird GH fanfiction and we had to sit through it. It's true, that is exactly what it felt like with Ron Carlivati. Like, we were just watching someone's fanfiction come to life, and it was a bad one. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching Spixie's wedding with me. Not going to lie, deadass, I forget what wedding we were going to watch next week. But maybe I'll go back into like the live chat of the previous week and find out. But yeah, either way, weddings the next 2 Wednesdays. On the 30th, we are going to just have like, you know, GHMV reacts to all the kick-ass women from GH's history. We're gonna go far back. I want to go far back. You know, like 60s, 70s, 80s, if we can. Good night. Have a good day, y'all. Have a good rest of your week. You stay safe too, guys. Good night. I had a lot of fun. See you on Sunday if you watch General Hospital after show. If not, see you next Wednesday for another GH Classic Wedding. If you liked this video, give it a big old thumbs up. I know I have to say the scripted stuff. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. We're at 850, guys. Not bad. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.